What's up, everybody? It's Matt Powell with PromAg.com. I'm one of those people that's tough on everything that I own. I break everything that I own. If you've ever seen me, I'm rolling around, I'm rolling in glass, I'm doing all kinds of different things. I'm tough on equipment. So when equipment works, I tend to buy 3 of them, and then I just keep using it until it gets discontinued. So one of the things that I wanted to do is to be able to bring some equipment to you that you can see that I've tested the hell out of, and I can recommend to you that's going to make your martial arts better, your combatives better, your shooting better, your fitness better, whatever it may be, all the way down to I've got leashes that I only use because my dogs can't break them. So let's take a look at some of these gear reviews. Spartan Gear is an equipment manufacturer that I adore. I think they're great. Mark Joseph and his team over there are absolutely incredible. They're very innovative, and it's changed the way that PromAg has been done. You've seen it in our videos. You've seen Aaron Cowan and I use it in some of his videos. It's changed everything that I do, and it's only refined and made what I do more realistic and more hard-hitting. And I use it with all of my students as often as I can to give them a full sense of what they're going to go through when it comes into combat. So we're going to take this suit and we're going to go from the top down so you can check it out. Now, this is the helmet. What I like about the helmet is you've got multiple straps, but it keeps it very, very enclosed. You're not going to worry about taking one to the head through one of these cracks. Once you cinch it tight, you can see that it's tied up. But now you've got 2 more in the back that you can make them tight. You've got your chin strap in here. It's very well padded. You can still hear. You can still talk. Now, I like this shield because it gives good impact into the face. So the student can feel the impact. They can get a feeling for what the impact is. But you can also, wow, that was a nice bug that just flew by, professional production. You can also feel what it's like to be striking into the face and working into the face. Now, this is one type of helmet. This is my favorite helmet, which is the Simunition Helmet. So this is a newer model, I believe. Mark, correct me if I'm wrong after this video. But this is the Simunition model. So basically what this does is this gives you the same feeling as the other helmet right here, but there's something cool about this one. It's the hood. The hood goes over so you can use it in Simunition's work. Now here's some video of me being shot with Simunitions with this helmet on. I took it. I definitely believe in the Spartan Gear. So it's pretty easy to put on. Open up the back strap, bring it around here, and you can see that that Velcro attaches in there. You're not going to get any leaks coming in when you're taking shots, and you can see that blue in there. I've taken a lot of shots in this equipment, especially when you're dealing with good shooters. So you get that equipment on there, you put it on, you bring it around, down into here, and it's going to cover all the way around. So this is a great strike helmet that you can use with your Simunitions, especially if you're doing close quarters retention, shooting, whatever it may be. This is a great helmet.
Where's your suit? Just once when I say suit up, I wish you'd put on a suit.
I did, that one time. My equipment is always dirty because I'm always using it. I will take this out in the middle of a field and work in a field and have people beat me up while we're on the range. It's very durable equipment, so you're going to notice it's a little bit dirty. So you have your neck protector. Now, I should have shown this with a helmet, but I'm not going to because you can wear the neck protector regardless of the helmet. It's detachable, but for Simunitions it's good, and it will also take extremely good throat strikes. Very good quality. Just attaches right in there, tucks in, and you feel very comfortable with this on. It doesn't choke the crap out of you. Now, here is the most awesome part of the system, I feel like, because you look so cool wearing it. This is the actual suit. This thing is indestructible. And it gives you really, really cool abs. You have your wraparound system, your extra straps. These wrap around into there, right up into there, so you get a very good wrap. You can take side shots with this thing on and not be worried about it. It's got very good padding. You can take those side hits. It's also very good because it protects the person that you're working with. It gives them that padding up on the bone, so if they strike into the shoulder, they're not going to break their hand if it's an open hand, non-protected strike. The neckline is very high, which I like, because the neckline blends seamlessly with your throat protector. I've seen some of them, and it doesn't seem like they have a neckline at all. It gives that little bit of added protection. What I like about this is it's extremely rugged. This is a rugged suit. This thing is no joke, and you can customize it in different colors. I went with gunmetal gray, but you can get it in green. I'm sure you can get it, I think you can get it in green and black, and you can also get it customized with your own patch on it if you want to. So, very durable suit, and you can work out in this upper body. Arm protection. This is vital. It's one of the things that I think people don't put enough stock into for a couple of reasons. But when you're doing strikes, if you're doing a chopping strike or a cupped hand blow on someone, this can give you good protection for yourself, but you can also put your hand up for blocks, and it feels it's not, nothing's ever comfortable in these suits, but look at the padding on this thing. The padding is very, very thick. You don't have to worry about thin padding. The elbows are good. If you're going suit on suit, you get some protection, but you can still feel it, which I think is one of the more important things that you have to be able to do. Putting it on is very simple. Up and on, and it's on. Straps, easy to use, strap around. You can bring it around that way. They're not uncomfortable. It's movable, but it'll stick like glue once you have it on. And once you've got a little bit of sweat in there, it's not moving anywhere. It just binds to you. But it feels very comfortable to put on. Comes with gloves, so you've got a good, solid, padded glove, a lot of movement. You can still grab. Shooting is a little bit limited with these gloves on in Sims. I will say that. It's just because it's very difficult to do when you have an open strike glove like this. So you can cinch it up pretty good. Still see the watch. You've still got some movement in there. Now, if you take the watch off, you'll see that the protection, even though I've got some movement, is still very protected in this area. So if you take any strikes in there, it's a very small window of opportunity for anything to get through. But you can still get your joint locks on, which is nice. So if you're working on cuffing or anything like that, you can see how much movement I'm getting out of the glove. It's got that space. You can cuff somebody up, put them on, and have it taken care of and get that training out of it. You have your lower body, very padded. It's got a good tailbone protection in there, and you've also got great groin protection. The lower body of the suit is very comfortable. You're not going to feel like you put on one of those aluminum foil suits that Martin Lawrence tried to pass himself out in when he was running in LA back in the day. A lot of padding, but it's a lot of movement. So you're not going to feel really confined in it. Lower leg protection, very important. Once you get down below the knees, this is almost like a lacrosse suit, as one of our students said. It's very mobile, very movable, but you have a lot of protection all the way around, but you still get good movement out of it. Now, if you're doing any type of Thai kicking or any type of kicking, You're gonna enjoy this. There is a ton of padding right in here. So you can block kicks or you can give kicks, and you still will feel very comfortable with that amount of padding. The knee, same way. If you're dropping knees or you're taking knees or you're blocking with your knee, you can see how much is in there. The straps, very durable. Pop it up and around, and you've got a lot of protection. And when you're putting this on out in the field, this area right in here feels very comfortable to put on. I've hated suits before because I would put this part on, and I feel like I was getting rubbed to death. This gives a lot of space in here so you don't do it. But make sure you get the right size, because if you're an extra large and you got a medium on, then yeah, you're gonna get rubbed to death. If you go over to SpartanTG.com, you can get these suits, and they're a reasonable price. I mean, when you look at some of the suits out there, they're way too expensive, especially when you're trying to put money into different equipment, and you have to get equipment like this. It's very reasonably priced. There's not a lot of recommendations I could make to make the suit better, and I've talked to Mark Joseph about this, and he knows there's not much I can say to make the suit better. Now, he teaches in it a lot more than I do, so he knows where it's going. But for me, and what I use it for, which is hand-to-hand combatives training, which is working somebody in simunitions, or working cuffing, or some type of law enforcement, military, even down to, speed cuffs and so forth, it's a very good suit for what you need it for. It takes a lot of impact. It takes a lot of abuse out in the real world. It's very movable, very mobile. You don't feel like you're getting smothered in a suit. So I want to thank Mark Joseph. And I bought this suit. He didn't give me this suit. I bought it because I wanted to try it versus the other suits that I have. So I want to thank Mark Joseph for taking our feedback and always understanding what we at PROMEC are trying to do and helping us out a little bit along the way with advice like, hey, Matt, you don't actually put the hood, the helmet hood, on inside of it. You put it on the outside. Little silly, but it happens when you have new equipment and you're in such a rush to use it. I'm Matt Powell at PROMEC.com, and tune back in soon for another gear review. Next time, it is Onnit steel clubs. Then we're going to imagine that whatever threat or item that we need to deal with is behind us. So we're going to bring back this way, keeping that curl, looking back in this direction. Depending on your range of motion, you can bring it all the way back, or you can come just a little bit forward. We're going to bring it back here, curl up into it, then we're going to bring it down,